Due to the lack of practicality and rather high prices, not all of us get to drive sports cars. But it doesn't mean that we cannot get excited about the new models that the industry has to offer. In today's episode of Automotive Territory, let's take a look at the top 10 performance newcomers of 2020 that bring higher horsepower yields, more agility, gut-punching acceleration, and illegally high speeds. Before we get to the episode though, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to always stay up to date with the latest car news. Enjoy the ride! Lotus Evora GT. Available in 2-seater and 2+2 modifications, the new Evora GT debuts as the fastest and most powerful Lotus car for the North American market, replacing the 400 and 410 Sport models. The coupe generates 140 pounds of downforce and comes powered by a specially tuned 3.5-liter supercharged V6 from Lotus that now makes 422 horsepower. The mill can be paired with an automatic gearbox, delivering 332 instead of 317 pound-feet of torque in this tandem, but purists should definitely go for the brand's famous 6-speed stick. The GT rides on the 19 and 20-inch forged aluminum wheels, and when fitted with the optional carbon fiber body package, its weight drops to 3,106 pounds, 71 pounds less than that of the Evora 400. Porsche 718 Cayman GT4. Holding the title of Porsche's most expensive Cayman model, the new GT4 starts just below $100,000 mark, but brings even more power and driver involvement to 718 lightweight range. The sports coupe comes powered by the new 4.0-liter naturally aspirated 6-cylinder engine that for now is paired exclusively with a 6-speed manual transmission. The setup produces 420 horsepower and 309 pound-feet of torque, propelling this Cayman to 60 mph in just 4.2 seconds. Compared to the previous 2015 GT4, the 2020 model generates 50% more downforce, a figure that is made possible by the car's aerodynamically improved bodywork, dominated by the fixed rear wing and the new diffuser. The model's 20-inch wheels boast striking GT4 logo in the middle and are wearing performance-oriented Michelin tires that are also approved for the use on the road. Alpine A110S. By any account, the 2017 French coupe has proven to be a hit sports car that possessed a remarkable lightweight chassis. In fact, the chassis was so good that many drivers wanted more horses to come out from the mid-mounted 1.8-liter Turbo 4. Well, Renault has listened, and the 2020 S version now produces 292 horsepower, with the red line being 1400 RPM higher. Driving dynamics were improved with the 50% stiffer springs and 100% firmer anti-roll bars, plus the 2-seater now rides on the stickier Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires, and the stoppage power comes from a 12.6-inch Brembo brakes. Chevrolet Corvette Stingray C8. The rumors about the first mid-engine Vette surfaced all the way back in 2016, and since then, the car has become one of the most widely discussed newcomers. It was speculated that the new C8 would adopt the name Zora to commemorate Mr. Arkus Dantev, the original father of the Corvette, but eventually the Stingray moniker was approved to live on. The 2020 mid-engine rocket is powered by an all-new LT2 6.2-liter V8 that produces 490 or 495 horsepower with the optional C51 performance package. Unfortunately for the admirers of the manual, the power is channeled to the rear wheels exclusively via an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic. Chevy is determined to price the Stingray starting from $60,000, which is a rather sweet deal for a car that had 60 under 3 seconds. MercedesAMG CLA45 S 4MATIC Plus Coupe. We've become accustomed to the fact that each Mercedes-Benz model gets a sports modification from the AMG performance brand. The CLA 4-door coupe is no exception, debuting with 2 new flagship variants, the standard 45 and even more charged 45S. A distinctive feature of the upcoming CLA 45 is an aggressive shark nose appearance, which now boasts of the AMG-specific radiator grille with wider lower contour and straight vertical louvers. The contoured sports seats with red stitching and red seat belts will hold you focused on the road, while the AMG-specific MBUX infotainment will let you monitor and control all the car's systems. While the CLA45 is equipped with a 387 horsepower engine, the S version gets the most powerful 4-cylinder mill in the world, making 421 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. No matter the engine option though, the 4-door offers an 8-speed automatic transmission and a 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive. If you're enjoying our format, make sure to finish this video and check out other episodes suggested on the screen and in the description. Plus, do not hesitate to voice in the comments your ideas about the topics you would like us to cover in the upcoming videos. Let's keep rolling. Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. Ever since the Ford Mustang entered its 6th generation in 2015, we have been anticipating the release of the flagship GT500 model. Unfortunately, Ford made us wait for quite a while, revealing it as a 2020 model year at the 2019 North American Auto Show. Another 6 months later, and we finally know all the major numbers about the car. According to Ford, the new Mustang is the most powerful road-legal Ford ever, with its 5.2-liter V8 producing 760 horses. The torque output of this mill is rated at 625 pound-feet. The automaker also released the model's top speed and quarter-mile time, 180 mph and less than 11 seconds respectively. Moreover, the pricing of the new GT500 is no longer a mystery. The legendary Mustang will start from $70,300 before the destination fee and the gas-guzzler tax, and will run up to $100,000 if you add options. Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat Widebody. After the public warmly received the Challenger Hellcat Widebody Coupe, Dodge decided to release a widebody version of its serial Charger. This 2020 Dodge becomes the most powerful mass-produced sedan in the world and comes with several exterior improvements. New front and rear body panels with integrated wheel arch extensions make the Hellcat not just more aggressive, but also add 3.5 inches to its body width. The extended arches in turn made it possible to install wider wheels with Pirelli tires, which add grip, provide a noticeable difference in handling, and reduce the acceleration time from 0 to 60 mph to 3.6 seconds. In addition, the car's electronic steering system is adjusted, while the standard brakes are replaced by 6-spot Brembos. Under the hood, this Charger widebody sedan still hides the previous 707 horsepower Hemi V8, connected to a torque-flight 8-speed automatic transmission. Kia Stinger GTS. Arguably one of the most successful sports sedan newcomers that the world has seen in the recent years, the Stinger is receiving a new limited edition bright orange GTS trim with carbon fiber body elements. As before, the model is powered by a 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6 that makes 365 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque, channeled through an 8-speed automatic to the rear limited slip differential. In its standard configuration, the GTS is a rear-wheel drive sports car, but from now on, it gets an optional newly developed all-wheel drive with a tire shredding drift and sport modes. They respectively send 180% of power to the rear wheels, and drivers can choose to turn off traction control for razor-sharp slides around the corners. It seems that the new Stinger is all pros, but its limited production of just 800 units is a real bummer. Porsche 911 RSR. Presented at the 2019 Goodwood Festival of Speed, Porsche's ultimate sports car will defend the brand's reputation at the upcoming FIA World Endurance Championship. Based on the previous generation 911 platform, the model introduces many improvements over the outgoing 2017 RSR. It receives 95% of the new parts and components, inheriting from its predecessor only the headlights, brakes, pilot seat, and several suspension elements. The racer is equipped with a new 4.2-liter 6-cylinder naturally aspirated boxer that produces 515 horses and is mounted in front of the rear axle. This power is transmitted to the rear wheels through the upgraded 6-speed sequential gearbox, which is now lighter and stiffer at the same time. On the outside, the main changes are concentrated in the rear. To provide greater downforce, the exhaust pipes are shifted to sides of the rear wheels and a new rear diffuser is added. Lexus LC Convertible. As it was anticipated, the beautiful convertible sports concept, which had been presented by Lexus at the 2019 Detroit Auto Show, was confirmed for production and made its first public debut in the prototype form at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. The Roadster is expected to get a hardtop roof, has smooth exterior lines, and looks rather compact, but still has a 2+2 seating design, highlighted with gorgeous brown leather upholstery. As expected from the modern Lexus model, it gets a massive grille and rides on large 22-inch wheels. We do not have solid numbers at the point of the video release, but the newcomer should keep the LC500 Coupe's 5.0-liter V8 that makes 471 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque. Plus, we might also get a hybrid version of the powertrain. Nissan 370Z 50th Anniversary Edition. The legendary Z car is turning 50 this year, and it might feel as if it hasn't been truly updated for that long as well. However, in 2020 the fans of the model are at least getting a new special edition of the coupe, which adds unique exterior graphics in silver black or white red colors, appropriate badging, new alloy wheels, and gorgeous leather interior. Other features are primarily unchanged and correspond to the sport trim, namely a limited slip differential, front chin aero deflector, rear spoiler, and Nissan Sport brakes with 4-piston front and 2-piston rear aluminum calipers. The powertrain is the usual 3.7-liter V6, capable of producing 332 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque. While the 7-speed automatic transmission is optional, true racers will enjoy a standard 6-speed manual equipped with an X-Eddy clutch for reduced battle effort and enhanced precision and control. By the time this video is released, another 10 sports cars will probably be introduced. Be sure that we will feature them in the upcoming releases, so consider watching other episodes of Automotive Territory. You can start with the suggested videos on the screen. Subscribe to our channel to get notified about the latest car news, like, share, and may the torque be with you!